So, update on the porch situation. We've figured out what we're going to do. Luckily enough, this afternoon when Colby was headed to work, one of our neighbors, who happens to be a handyman, was in the process of unloading. Pardon me, my allergies are kicking my ass today. He was in the process of unloading some wood for a porch project he was doing for his own house. So Colby stopped and talked to him, and he's going to come by on Friday and see what he can do for us. And yeah, so we're going to get that dealt with. Hopefully, starting on Friday, we'll get a plan in place and then go forward from there. Regardless of what happens there, I think we're going to get a 4x4 post and have it cut in half and just kind of shore up underneath where it's coming apart, just for the interim, so that I don't fall through my porch, because I don't want to. That sounds painful, and I don't need more fun. I don't need more unfortunateness in my life. My ears itch so bad. I know nobody wants to know that my ears are itchy because my allergies are kicking my ass, but that's kind of how it works when you got allergies. Oh, hey there, Tony. How you doing today? My world is looking a little bit better today. I got my husband managed to make a connection with one of our neighbors who happens to be a handyman, and he's going to come over on Friday and check out my porch situation and see what long-term solution we can figure out. Short term, I think I'm going to go to the hardware store tomorrow, get a 4x4 post, have it cut in half, and stick that under there to at least keep it from falling further apart. But that's my world today. Pardon me. I'm in the Kansas City metro area on the Missouri side. Pardon me, I had to blow my nose because my allergies, again, kicking my ass. It's just not fun. Springtime in the Midwest. Yay! I believe that it's better to laugh about it than cry about it, because, well, what does crying get you other than all soggy and just feeling sticky and not happy? I do that somewhat, but some of the things that I'm allergic to don't end up in the honey. I'm very, very allergic to a lot of trees. Primarily Bradford pear trees. And yeah, Bradford pear trees are a pain in my ass, and I want to breathe. But since they're trying to create more Bradford pear trees, yeah, breathing, not good. But yeah, that's just kind of life. I have the deep-seated hatred for the stupid Bradford pears, and there are too many around here. way too many. Like, there's fields over in Olathe where the damn things are growing wild. In my estimation, they're actually a kind of giant weed. Because what's the definition of a weed? It chokes out all other life. It's not terribly useful. And it's something that you just don't want around. And, and it self-propagates like you wouldn't believe. Yeah, Bradford pear trees, they propagate themselves. One of the ways that they do is they propagate like fucking strawberry plants. Yeah, not kidding. They create more of themselves like a strawberry plant would. And they're very difficult to kill. I know because my mom discovered she was deeply allergic. And the house that she lives in had a Bradford pear tree about 5 yards from the back of her house, right by the kitchen. Yeah, that's where you want to have a tree that you're deeply allergic to. Of course, she didn't realize that she was deeply allergic to the thing until she got to the point where she was having asthma issues. And she's like, oh, it's that. Had it cut down. She was pouring gasoline on the thing to kill it. And it tried to come up in a different area of the yard. Yeah, so that useless thing was going underground through the root structure, trying to come up in a different spot so that it could continue to live. Oh, that reminds me. I need to check on the status of a different varmint tree. Some genius planted a mulberry tree out behind my house. Somebody that lives with me. Thought it was a really great idea to plant the thing. Mulberry trees are also really damn hard to kill. My mom worked on this for a year and a half. After we finally got the park to cut it down. Now let's see if it's trying to sprout back out or not. I hadn't been back here to look at it. Oh, you little shit. You're still trying to live. Yeah, we've dumped gallons of weed killer on this stupid thing. And it's still trying to grow. Why am I trying to kill it? Why do I not want it there? Because, I don't know. There's my house. There's what's left of the mulberry tree. There's my house. My bathroom is also where that window is. And what happens is ants are attracted to this. So ants are all under my house. They like this, so they, to get water, go up into my house, into my bathroom, and then we have an ant party all summer. Yeah, this does not please me. So after I get done with this, I guess I'm going to be calling my mother and letting her know that we need to invest in more broadleaf weed killer. Why does broadleaf weed killer work? What's a tree? It's a broadleafed plant. Broadleaf weed killer works pretty handily on it. Unless you have twerpy tree that does not want to die. still fucking trying to grow. Yeah, so I guess I'm going to be calling my mom here shortly, and we're going to be discussing the tree that won't die. Because, you know, that's just my life. Oh well. It can be killed. I will get rid of it. Yes. It's the mulberry tree that won't die. But why do I want it to die? Because there's the tree, there's my house. Oh look, we can have them both in the picture. Yeah, no. Okay, apparently I need to do a little springtime home maintenance. My skirting is coming apart. Oh well. I've got spare skirting over there, so it's no big deal. Just have to cut it to size and stick it in. Trailer skirting is pretty user-friendly stuff, so. Actually, the skirting back here has had a rough time. We've had to have a lot of work done back here. I don't come back here very often because it's challenging with my mobility. Oh, goody. The cover for my electric box is not on my electric box. Can I fix it? We shall see. Hang out on the ground for a second. Okay. Not perfect, but better than it was. Okay, and somebody else with a couple of pieces of my skirting. Well, one's in there. Where'd the other one go? Yeah, we're exploring my house together. Are we adventures yet? Yuck. Okay, well. That's life in my world today. Love my neighbors. But yeah, that's pretty much my day today. I think tomorrow Mom and I are gonna make a run to the lumber yard and do some stuff. And get some stuff to fix some stuff, and maybe we'll have adventures with fixing the porch. Yeah, that'd be fun. Get some porch repair going on. They've got new houses coming in. You see that giant pile of rubble over there? Yeah, that's porch, that's a driveway and porch pad and sidewalk that they pulled up and they're going to replace before they put the new house in on the other side of that house. That's my next door neighbor. And there's space for 2 trailers right there. Current management has been working on getting the park filled up with houses, places to put people. Because there's a shortage of affordable housing in this area. There's a homeless camp down at the end of the street we live off of. Because there was a hotel that had that rented out by the month. They rented rooms by the month, but the sheriff's department bought it and knocked it down. Yeah, displaced about 200 to 300 people, and most of those had nowhere else to go. And I mean, on the whole, living in a hotel, that's, if your lifestyle fits that, it's not bad because you got free maid service, you got cable and internet that's included with your rent. If you have any issues with your plumbing, that's on the hotel, not you. It's overall not a bad deal. Except when your home gets bought out by the sheriff's department. And yeah, I don't even know what they're doing with that property other than just holding on to it and not doing anything with it. They also bought the trailer park that's across the street from it. Cleared out all the trailers, all of the utility buildings and everything. And as far as I can tell, they've done jack shit with the trailer park. Right up until they bought it and took it over and started removing all the homes and everything out of it. It was a thriving trailer park. So it's almost like they want people to be homeless. I don't understand that, but you know, that's me. But you know, people confuse me by and large. I don't understand neurotypicals and the way they think. I've tried to. Spent almost 47 years trying to figure them out and still don't get it. I still don't get it. I don't understand. But I don't have to. You know, I think I'm going to go inside and nap because I am tired. All the weather changes are just sucking the joy out of me. Maybe tomorrow after Mom and I go to the lumber yard, we can get my shelf put up so that I can organize my leatherworking supplies. Maybe she can also help tackle the giant doom pile that's in the living room. Incidentally, that's a neurotypical occurrence. It is a pile of items that are currently not in the correct space. Sometimes they don't even have a space to be. And the doom, D-O-O-M, in that doom pile or doom box or doom closet. Actually, the spare bedroom in our house is a doom room. Yeah, we have a doom room. It's, it's a thing. But that word doom is actually an acronym. It stands for did not organize, only moved, which means it is a transitional pile of objects, or the doom room is full of transitional objects that are waiting for final disposition. And yeah, the doom pile and the doom room have gotten out of control. The doom pile has taken over about half of the living room. But that's neurodivergence in action. It's not all beauty and art and creative thoughts. Sometimes it's the brain goes bork, and when that happens, it's usually a product of oh, hello, Aphasia. I haven't seen you in a while. It's usually a product of executive dysfunction. We all have that little part of our brain that it tells us when to do the thing, when to start the thing, when to stop the thing, how long the thing should take, when is a good time to do the thing. So let's say, for example, taking a shower. When you want to take a shower, you have to decide when you're going to take the shower. You have to have that part of your brain tell you, hey, it's time to start the shower. Go start getting ready for the shower. These are the steps you need to take to do that. Then there's the doing of the shower, and then there's the after the shower. And your executive function, that part of your brain, tells you when, how, and where to do all of those things. And if you experience executive dysfunction, and it is an experience, not one that I'd recommend though. I totally don't recommend executive dysfunction for anybody because it's a giant pain in the ass. But yeah, doom piles and doom rooms and doom boxes, those all are part of executive dysfunction. It's just joyful fun. All the excess skin. I should dig up some old pictures of myself so you guys can see where I started and where I'm at now, because you can really see it in my face. It's like my face is a lot more slim. You could without all of that. I mean, I was really thrilled when I discovered that I could tense up my neck muscles, and you can actually see that I'm tensing up my neck muscles. Yeah, you can actually see the structure inside of my neck. That used to not be a thing. I tell you what, massive weight loss, it's a journey and it's an experience and it's weird. And that's part of PCOS, which is also a fun experience that I have had all of my adult life. Almost all of ladies with PCOS experience issues with keeping their weight under control. And that's because all of our hormones are slightly bonkers. Not just the hormones for the lady stuff, but thyroid function, pancreatic function, and a lovely little precursor to progesterone called pregnenolone. Hello, Carlos. Is responsible for maintaining healthy weight. Well, thank you. I take that as a compliment. I don't know what violations could I be potentially experiencing. Because I don't do anything, and neither does my husband. So you go bye-bye, FBI. Yeah, that was weird. But, you know, weird things happen in life. But, yeah. Figured out the thing about the pregnenolone and the pregnenolone deficiency. Supplemented that. I started out at about 310 pounds 3 years ago. 225 today. Yeah, I'm at my house, stupid. I don't believe you. You are full of shit. Quit posting on my channel. If it's not one thing, it's another. Oh, we have 3 agents arriving. Yeah, where are they? I'm at my house. How do you know when you're getting popular? Fuckers start to troll you. Okay, I'm reporting your ass to YouTube. Yeah, you're hidden from the channel, jackass. The fat lady? You can go fuck yourself, asshole. There is no fat shaming on my channel. There is no shaming whatsoever. So if you're gonna do that shit, you can fuck off. If what happened to my forehead, it's called allergies, sinus problems, and just generally my body hates me. No, people who want to do that shit get blocked. I hide them from the channel, I remove their comments, and they're not here. Because they clearly do not understand the point of this channel. And now that Mr. FBI has been hidden from my channel, he can kiss my ass. He can try to comment all he wants, but none of us will see it. Well, I appreciate that, Michael. However, I am married. And I am pleased with my marriage. So, thank you for that, but no thank you. Okay, we don't talk religion on my channel. Thank you very much. This is not a channel that's about religion. This is a channel that's about mental health. And this is a channel that is about making a safe place for doesn't matter. That type of talk tends to be divisive and counter to the point of my channel. The point of my channel is to create a safe space for people with mental health issues, to create a safe space for people who live with chronic conditions, and for people who are neurodivergent. My day is going not terribly. It's not awesome, but, you know, it's springtime in the Midwest. And when you have allergies and you live in the Midwest, that is just how it is. Okay, Dustin, I'm going to make this clear to you. And if you keep posting that, I will remove you from the channel. I am not Christian. I was Christian for a long time, but I am no longer Christian. And we do not discuss religion in general on my channel because that has nothing to do with the point of my channel. If you want to share Christian beliefs, Jesus is king, whatever, that's fine. Go to a different channel and do it. Do not do it here. Because I have several people that I know of that are part of this channel that are non-Christian. And this is not a channel that is about religion. This is a channel that is about safe place for mental health, safe place for people who experience chronic conditions, safe place for people who are neurodivergent, and a lot of neurodivergent people are also not straight. And a lot of people that want to be Bible thumping, Jesus is king and all that, are not leaning towards being kindly to the folks that are LGBTQ plus, etc. And this is definitely a safe space for them. So if you can't play by those rules, you're not playing here. That's all I'm going to say about it. Yeah, I tend to believe that. Okay. Bye-bye, Justin. Dustin. Whatever your name is. Okay. Basically, this is a safe space for people who are typically misunderstood. People with mental health issues. People who are neurodivergent. A lot of people who are neurodivergent, I am not one of them, but there are a lot that are also part of the LGBTQ movement. What made my decision to leave Christianity? That was a lot. It was not working for me. It just did not work for me. Hey, spicy brains. Let's hear from my spicy brains. No, I've been non-Christian for over a decade. Yeah, I've been non-Christian for over a decade. Actually, most of my adult life, I've been non-Christian. I'm not going to say that I don't use Christian ideals, because I do have some that I follow, but I do not follow the religion. I follow a spiritual path, and that pulls from many religions. A lot of what I do anymore is more akin to paganism than it is any established organized religion. And actually, that tends to happen for those of us that live outside traditional rules and mores. I'm following demons. No. Because you have to believe in them to follow them. In the path of the craft, I would be called a white witch. Because I do not tangle with darkness. I don't tangle with it. I don't deal with it. I am very harm none. Yeah, I'm trying to kill the mulberry tree behind my house because I'm allergic to it. Not because I don't want it to live, but because I like to breathe. Well, hello, Ally the goalie, or Allie the goalie. But, no, a lot of things that are involved with Christianity, at least people who want to, Jesus is king and all that, that it's just not something that makes people feel safe. Especially people who tend to get dumped on by the world. Yeah, they absolutely are. But I can make them disappear, and the people who make the comments, I can make those people disappear too. I live in the Kansas City, Missouri area. I actually live at the extreme southern end of the Missouri side of Kansas City. I'm not going to be more specific than that because my neighbors and my husband deserve their privacy. My husband chooses not to be a public figure, and that is his choice. And I try to can you be more specific there, Sanu? Because not that I am aware of, but you know. Okay, and the squirrels are doing squirrely things up in the tree. I'm hearing them go tick, 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 and making their little barks and stuff. But it's getting on towards nighttime here, and all the outside critters are getting ready to hunker down for the night. Oh, maybe we're going to get some rain here in a little bit. Because I see some rain clouds off yonder. And they're showing signs of putting out the water. All that wispiness that's underneath those clouds is rain coming out of the clouds. So maybe we'll get a little bit of that here in a little bit. I hope so. Wash the damn pollen out of the air. Maybe I'll be able to breathe. Of course, I have to remember to roll my windows up. Keep that out of the car. Because who wants to sit in a... Yeah, I'm in my car right now. I just got home a little bit ago and I didn't feel like going inside just yet. Out running errands. Went on a little adventure to the grocery store. Of course, I had to take my good friend... Oh, where is it? Mr. Crutch. Mr. Crutch, he's my friend. He helps me walk. I like Mr. Crutch. He does his job. He does a good job. I just want my porch fixed. Oh, I'll have a great rest of my night. The beginning of the rest of my night is going to happen when I go inside with my groceries, get my chocolate milk put away, and then I am going to go plank on the bed, because, yeah, flatness sounds good. And my neighbors are decent folks. They seem to be having an okay evening. Gentleman that lives in that trailer there is a former, it's pretty decent. It's certainly not high class because, well, what trailer park is high class? It's more higher end than the average one in this area. We got a big old clubhouse and a nice pool, and our the Diddy Freakhouse. Don't get me started on that, because I will go for hours. I think a lot of shit happened with those that should not have happened. Well, no more often than anybody else, I suppose. But yeah, all the shit that happened with the freak-offs and all that's stuff that never should have happened in the first place. All the backroom business. Alright, catch you later, Ally of the Goalie. You have a good time. I hope the rest of your evening goes well. And yeah, I'm about to go crash because my body has freaking had it for today. Well, howdy, Connie. Is your day going well? Are you aware that you are enough exactly as you are? Yeah, it's actually fairly common that we go undiagnosed. Because unlike most, here's the difference between boys and girls as far as autism diagnosis is concerned. Boys tend to get noticed because they're, I don't want to say not as socially aware, but their role in society doesn't mean they have to conform. But as far as the society, at least in the U.S. and a lot of the more diagnosed, the more developed countries, we have to socially conform. We have to do the things that women are supposed to do, and that means that we have to be social with other people. You're welcome. I appreciate you. I love you. I hope you have a good day, and I hope you go make somebody else's day better. No, eczema. This is eczema. I live with chronic pain from damage to the sciatic nerve in my right leg. So this is totally unconnected. It's just an added fun thing that I get to deal with because, who doesn't want to itch like they've got fleas? So you were just diagnosed at 40. That is actually not uncommon. And again, that goes back to the fact that we have to, as women, be more socially conscious than a lot of guys. And we learn early, like when we're 2 or 3 years old, that we are different. We figure that out real early. I was actually diagnosable at 6 months. Didn't happen because my mom didn't know any better, and that was late 1970s. So I mean, she didn't know any better. Autism wasn't well understood. It wasn't something that people talked about in the wider world. Can you tell me a little bit more about chronic urticaria? But yeah, that's why we go undiagnosed, is we learn when we are very small people the way we are is not okay. And so we learn to hide it. Oh. Yeah, that is so not cool. I'm so sorry that you live with that. Oh, ouch. Yeah, that is unfortunately very common for those of us on the spectrum, is getting bullied because we hit other people's radar as being different. And children, they love, oh, it's not they love, it's not even a learned thing. It's when you see something or someone that's different, you call them out on it. It's just the way that kids, it's just a social thing that kids do. Yeah, that is that's part of it. A lot of, well, the reason why I tend to over explain is because I need all of the extra information that I provide to other people. I need that so that I can understand what's going on. So because I need that, I want to make sure other people have that extra information in case they need it. Of course, a lot of people are like, hey, can you like Cliff's Notes that for me? Oh, you're a substitute. That's a hard job, being a substitute teacher. Props to you. But yeah, getting bullied, that's not uncommon for folks on the spectrum, for folks that are neurodivergent in general. Not, I don't think it's so much with people who are dyslexic or any of the dys conditions. Dyslexia, dyspraxia, dysgraphia, dyscalculia, any of those things. I don't think people that are in that realm get bullied as much for their differentness, but definitely people that are ADHD, ADD, and autistic people, and OCD people have some issues with that, especially if they do stuff to their appearance. I figured. One of my clues was you're providing minimal information. And that's something that my husband does. He is also heavily ADHD. Actually, women don't really express the hyperactivity so much. We more internalize it than externalize it. So women tend to be more ADD, attention deficit, without the hyperactivity added into it. But there are guys that that don't have the hyperactivity as well. But yeah, we over explain and we info dump because, well, who doesn't want to talk about their favorite thing? And who doesn't want to share every single thing about their favorite thing to the new person they just met? Yeah, that's it. We spend a lot more energy than the average person because, one, we have to try to conform when we're out in public. Oh, thank you. And then also we just, it's hard for us to deal with the world outside of ourselves and outside of our homes because it's not designed for us. And I mean, it's just hard to deal with. Like, before I found out that I was on the, excuse me, before I found out that I was on the spectrum, I was masking all of the time when I wasn't home. If I was out in public, I was masking. And masking uses so much energy. By the time I got home, I was exhausted. And I was exhausted, and I was overstressed, and I had sensory meltdowns, if not daily, at least once a week. And actually, apartment living was so hard. Could not get out of the apartment environment fast enough. When we lived in an apartment, and we lived in an apartment for 2 years, 3 years, something like that, I was having sensory meltdowns, overwhelms, shutdowns every other day. It was bad. But that was also before I figured out that I was on the spectrum. And I didn't discover that until I started working with my client, who is nonverbal autistic, and he's also epileptic. And I was researching things that trying to figure out what stuff he would enjoy that we could do. And I'm gonna have to plug the phone in, or we're gonna get shut down by my phone dying. And we don't need that. Okay. Now my phone's not gonna die. Yeah, we don't need my phone to die because my phone ran out of battery power. But yeah, being just neurodivergent in this world is hard. Yeah. Well, part of that is we like to research, a lot of us do. And we also, a lot of us have issues with our bodies, with our digestive system, with our skin. We have a lot more issues with allergies and things like that than the average person. And I was saying about my about OCD folks that tend to get bullied because some of their obsessions have to do with their physical appearance. Well, my best buddy from college, her oldest daughter, she started showing signs of it when she was about 14 or 15. She developed this thing about body hair, and she didn't like her body hair, so she plucked all of her eyebrows. She had no eyebrows. I don't think she still does. And once she plucked her eyebrows completely out, then she started with her head hair and just anywhere. And that was actually the signal that there was something deeply issue-ridden with this child. And, well, my buddy got her daughter some help and got her on some medication to control the OCD, the feelings. Because what causes an OCD person to do the things that they do, the repetitive behaviors, it's an attempt to self-soothe. Kind of like those of us who are on the spectrum, we have issues that we stem to calm down. Well, the issues that an OCD person Um, I don't think I could handle smelling like a cheeseburger. I'd want to eat myself. I like protein way too much. But the issue that a lot of OCD people have is the reason why they develop the repetitive behaviors that they have. It's a form of stimming. They're just trying to calm down those feelings that they feel that make them anxious. They're trying to soothe that anxiety that they feel, and it's just like us. It's a constant chronic anxiety that they're trying to soothe, and because it's a chemical imbalance in the brain, it's hard to completely soothe, and a lot of times it requires medication to make that something that you can maintain. And once we got her on the medication and she started to have things calm down, she's been a lot better since. I'm not sure if she's switched to a less harsh medication or what. I know at one point her psychiatrist had her way over medicated. And my buddy noticed it, and she was like, no, we're not doing this. And they switched doctors immediately. And she was actually in the children's mental hospital here in Kansas City for about a month and a half while they were pulling her off of some meds and switching her over to different ones and just trying to find something that worked for her, that calmed the anxiety and help her stop the excessive self-grooming and some of the other issues that she was having because of it. And it should also be noted that a lot of these things, OCD, dyslexia, autism, ADHD, they tend to be comorbid with each other. So, like me, I'm autistic. I have all four of the DIS conditions. I have dyspraxia, dysgraphia, dyscalculia. Means I struggle with math really hard. I struggle with numbers really hard. And then also dyslexia. Dysgraphia is where the letters and numbers appear backwards, upside down, inside out. I have issues with that sometimes. It's really weird. And that's the best I can describe it, is the letters will appear inside out. It's just a weird existence. And until you understand that the reason that a dyslexic person has these issues is because our brains work in 3 dimensions. I can imagine an object. What's a good object? Aha. Carmex chip. I can imagine this in my mind's eye in all 3 of its dimensions. I can imagine this in 3D and manipulate it inside of my imagination, just like I'm doing right now. So when you take that 3-dimensional brain and you try to apply it to 2-dimensional things, that 3-dimensional brain is going to try to make those letters and numbers be 3-dimensional, but they're not. So that's not going to work out very well. And that's why we have issues like dysgraphia when we're also dyslexic. Big problem that I've had since forever is words appearing backwards or inside out. Well, thank you. I've spent a long time trying to figure out how to take what's here and turn it into something that I can help another person understand why I do things the way that I do. because it's hard to take a concept that doesn't have words to it and put it to words. And I found out that I was dyslexic, got diagnosed when I was 30, figured out I was autistic when I was 40. I have not been formally diagnosed. Don't really intend to, because I've survived 40 plus years, almost 50 years, being the way that I am without the interventions. And it's not the easiest, and it's not the happiest, and it's not the most fun. But I've figured out hacks to help me with the universe, and at this point, we're going to be teaching an old dog new tricks. And I just don't have... I just don't have the interest in learning, quote unquote, new tricks. Okay, Sir Spielberg. It's lovely having you, but you're hidden. But yeah, it's challenging to put it into words sometimes. And I've spent a long time trying to figure out how to make the most accessible explanation for it. And that's really the truth of it. Is dyslexia is a product of a three-dimensional brain trying to deal with two-dimensional information. Although the really cool part, and there is a really cool part to it, especially if you've gone through the diagnostic process like I have. If you go through the diagnostic process, your examiner will have you imagine nice, lovely, solid, three-dimensional object right here. Right here. They'll have you imagine it right there. And then they will turn your pointer finger on your other hand, whichever hand's your dominant hand, and they will make you imagine that the tip of your finger is a camera. And then they'll take your finger and they'll move it all around your other hand and have you imagine that you're looking at your imaginary 3D object using your camera. Hey, it's my channel. I can do what I want, buddy. I've been doing what other people tell me to since forever. So you think you could tell me what to do, but no, you can't, because it's my channel. If you don't like it, toodles. There are plenty other channels out there. I do love you, though. What won't I do? I won't let other people tell me what to do, because I've spent my entire life having people tell me what I can and can't be, what I can and can't do. Oh, you're boring us. Shut up. Hey, guess what? You have the capability of digitally wandering off. If you're bored, that's totally okay. And, I mean, even the people that are on here trying to be rude and whatever, I don't let any of that shit bum me out. It's called block and move on. And, I mean, you can't let other people's negativity bum you out too deep, because then what are you doing? You're letting somebody else run your life. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's probably true. And that happens, especially when you've spent your whole life being told what to do and when to shut up. But, yeah. When I figured out that I was on the autism spectrum. I stopped doing a lot of the things that I was doing because I was trying to be neurotypical. Because that's what I thought I was. That's what I was taught that I was. I thought I was a normal brain. No, I am a neurospicy brain. And being a neurospicy brain can be wonderful. It can be fun. It can be helpful. It can be very beautiful. But there's also downsides to it. And, well, when you got the downsides, you learn to ignore them. Ignore them, work past them, learn to cope. Yeah, we do. We have more fun. Also, when we get together in groups, us neurospicy folks, we have our own language. And the normal brains don't understand it. But, yeah. Normal brains don't understand our internal lingo when a bunch of us neurospicies get together. Well, hello, good Zarana. Is that right? But yeah, when we get together as neurospicies, we speak our own language. Because we have our own social rules. It's not that we're not capable of being social. We just don't understand how the neurotypicals do it. Because they have to dance around the topic forever before they actually get to it. Us, we just go right straight to it. Yeah, well, you know what? I would say normal brains don't have the superpowers that we do, because I've not met a normal brain that can create the things that I can create. And if you're curious about that, go check out my Facebook. Go check out Everything Under the Sun Crafts on Facebook. I can create things that you can't even dream of. Oh, baby. Neurodivergent people have existed since the dawn of time. We still exist because we serve a purpose. And clearly, you don't understand what that purpose is, because Albert Einstein. Neurotypicals are NPCs. Oh no! Oh, Jimothy, you just got slammed, boo boo. Not by me. I'm not saying I agree with that. I'm also not saying I disagree. Oh wow, that was spicy, baby. That was really spicy. I like that. I like the spiciness of it. No. If it weren't for neurodivergence, a lot of the things that exist would not exist. I will definitely remember that, Cheloshin. Because that's a great one to fling at somebody who's trying to diminish you. But no. Steve Jobs, he was definitely some kind of neurospicy. A lot of the great creators, musicians, artists, look it up. They're on the spectrum. They are neurospicy. I can do a flip. I can do a double back flip. I can also say, read between the lines, baby doll. Because, yeah, I send the hate that you send right back at you. Because it does not stick here. Oh, well, no balls? Okay. You think I have no balls? Oh, how do you like them apples? You hidden. Bye, Jimothy. But that's a neurotypical hater, and he's welcome to do his hating. He can do his hating somewhere else. Because, yeah, no, I don't think so. No, this ain't the place for that, Pookie. Not the place for that, Pookie Pook. Oh, we have a special guest star that has arrived. Clifford. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Hello? Hello, little special guest star. Everybody say hello to Clifford. Yeah, this is Clifford. He belongs to my neighbor that lives over there. They've done everything they can think of to keep him from escaping, and he keeps finding a way out of the house when he feels like it. So, yeah, I know what Clifford wants. He is in search of snackies. He knows that me and my husband, we're good for a snack. We keep cat treats just for him. Well, my theory on trolls is they have a huge inadequacy issue. They're internet demons. They like to bully people online because they don't feel secure. They don't like themselves. And I think that's very sad. I think it's very sad that people think that to have power, they have to try to take it away from someone else or make that person, whoever it is, feel small. I have been the subject of bullying my whole damn life. I've learned that you don't feed the troll. You ignore it. That's how you starve them out. And so they do. I give them a chance. I tell them their behavior is unacceptable. I give them a chance to change their behavior. If they choose to continue with the unacceptable behavior, well, I don't have to put up with that, baby doll. I love you, but I will love you from afar. Okay, Cliffy. All right, okay. Hang on. Let's find my house key. Ain't nobody stealing my energy. Because he had the little D energy. I have big D energy. You don't need one to have the energy of one. Unlock the house. Hello, furry thing. The furry things that... Jane! Dadgummit. I think when that handyman comes by on Friday... I'm gonna have him look at the kick plate. Oh, look out! Have him look at the kick plate on my front door. Because It's been out for a while, and I have not been able to get it put back up. So, yeah. Go on. Oh, you know what? Krypto, you know what? Go join your sister. You want out? Come on. Go on. I don't see why I need to deny you the joys that your sister is enjoying. They'll come back. They know which side their bread's buttered on. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that, Academic X. That's you were in the wildfires? I'm sorry about that. That's hard stuff. Pardon me, I have to go deal with the problem. Well, hello, little dog. Where'd my stupid big dog go, huh? Problem with black dogs, they blend in the dark. Did you see my stupid dog? Both of them are black. One's big with a white blaze on her chest. She snuck out of the house. Problem with black dogs is that they blend in the dark. And she knows. She knows I can't see her in the dark. My service dog is a heathen. She needs more training, man. She's great on a lot of stuff. Her recall sucks. Well, thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. My service dog, she does mobility support. Ow. And she also alerts on a few different conditions that I deal with. When she's doing mobility support, what she does is she walks on my bad side and helps stabilize my gait and helps me maintain balance. Oh, Clifford is a very social little man. He likes the social. He does. He likes the social time. Clifford is just the neighbor's cat who likes to go on walkabout. What, Cliffy? No, I'm not picking you up right now, buddy. Not right now, my man. Not right now. But yeah, she's great when she's good, but when she's on her little heathen tear like she is right now, it's like, yeah, they're considered medical equipment according to U.S. law, but they're also still living creatures with minds and whims of their own, and right now she's being very whimsical. I'm going to give her another 5 minutes. Hey, Molly. Oh, the heathen fur balls pooped all over the floor while I was gone. Lovely. Oh, hey, everybody. Come here, Molly. Is Molly. Molly, kitty, 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 kitty. Hey. Do you want to say hi to the people? Molly, want to say hi to the people? No, you want Mommy. You don't care about the people. Okay. Grab Jane's food bowl. Grab a scoop of food for the Jane. Yeah, that's nice and loud. And she can hear that from as far away as she's wandered. However far away that is. Jane! Hi, Cliffy. Yeah, oak tree. And there's squirrels that live in that oak tree. Actually, the trees on both sides of the house are oak trees. The tree in my neighbor's yard is one of the stupid Bradford pear trees. Bradford pear trees are evil. Ugh. Sit here and shake the food dish. Yeah, she's not stupid. This would be so much easier if she was. Jane! Who's hungry? And it doesn't even matter when the last time I fed her was. She's always hungry because she's 3/4 lab. Freaking labs, you can put peanut butter on a rock and they'll try to eat it. Actually, I've heard of some labs that you don't even need the peanut butter. They'll just eat the rock. Sometimes it's because they like the texture. Sometimes it's just because they're labs. You never had my phone number, buddy. Nice try, though. Only a handful of people have my phone number. And I guarantee it's nobody on YouTube that has my phone number. Jane! I am attempting the age-old summoning ritual. Well, it was fun talking to you, Cellocean. Yeah, whatever. I do not give out my phone number to people that I have not ever met in person. Currently performing ancient pagan dog summoning ritual. Yeah. Ooh. Panda dog food. It's called Shake the Panda Dog Food until the dog comes back. Apparently whatever she's doing is way more entertaining than me and my dog food. Yes, it is. Can't forget the dog. She's my service dog. Kinda need her back. And the other one's a little old guy that can't wander far. Well, hello, dumbass. Oh! What? Do you want that? Oh, look! She came back. And, oh, she wants the food. Of course she does. Because she... Jane? Come here! Come here, idiot! Let's go inside and eat. Freaking seriously. Hi, Krypto. Yes, I will take you inside and feed you. Yes, I will. Because you're a good one. Hang on, let me get your sister and then... No, go on. Go. Come here, Goober. Get in the house. Move your butt. Thank you. Okay. My pagan dog summoning ritual worked. Well, I mean, you're allowed your opinion. Although here in the U.S., the only animals that are allowed to be service animals are dogs, and if you live in the right area, miniature horses. You can have an emotional support fish, but fish are not allowed to be service animals. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry about that. Actually, if a non-canine / horse, they're not, in the U.S., they are not service animals. In the U.S., legally, a service animal is only allowed to be a dog or a miniature horse. I can't speak for other countries, but in the U.S., service birds are not a thing. Fine. Krypto, you can share with her. I'm sorry, baby. She came back. She deserves to get rewarded for it. She was a little bort hole before she came back, but when you're trying to reinforce a recall where they came back on their own, you absolutely want to reinforce that behavior. Oh, gosh. Sit down in my husband's gaming chair. I don't I actually don't want a service bird. I am just fine with my service dog. Although, um, if Molly was allowed to be a service animal, she would be. Because she knows all the things and she does all the things. She's actually quasi-verbal for a cat. Yes, she understands English and she tries to speak it back to me, which is not as uncommon as you'd think. Milk does a body good. Molly, kitty. Hey, Jane Dorkball. Oh, hello, Molly. How are you? Who's my princess baby? Oh, my precious little princess baby. Behind me, there are a couple of UFOs. Unfinished objects. Oh, you can chill out. Yeah, I know, you can. You just don't want to. Because you're a capricious little orange thing. Yeah. Actually, from what I've found, cats and dogs are smarter than most humans. Actually, a lot of animals are smarter than most humans. And among the humans, children tend to be smarter than adults. Because they notice things and they make sure that you know that they notice the thing. They will let you know, and so will animals. And from what I've seen, animals tend to be a hell of a lot more compassionate than we do. Yeah, well, I live and breathe the whole weird vibe, so that's just right there in that path. And actually, there are a lot of people that talk to their animals. The animals that are part of their lives that they live with. That, well, I've had Molly since she was 3 weeks old. Her and her brother Doodles. Their cat mom was run over by a car and she died, and they needed a new. Well, you're currently one of 3. But people tend to come and go quickly around here on my live streams. They don't tend to abandon the channel altogether, just as they have time for me, they show up, and then when they need to go do something else, they wander off. Actually, that's pretty much how regular life goes. But no, I got Molly and her brother when they were about 3 weeks old because their mom got run over, and they needed a new mommy. So, yours truly, sucker for a hard luck case, came on the scene, and it took a little bit to get Molly healthy again because she was very ill. I believe I've posted pictures of her when she was new to my household and very tiny and very, very sick. She had feline conjunctivitis. And in an older animal, that would not be a problem. But a 3-week-old kitten has almost no immune system. They're still relying on mom's milk for their immune system. And so she didn't have that. So without intervention, she would not have survived. And actually, even with intervention, she almost didn't survive. Oh. Yeah, this is our favorite brand of chocolate milk. Always the whole milk. Gotta be the whole milk. There's something in it that my body needs, that it craves, and that if I don't have it, my body just gets angry. Oh, thank God, the air conditioner is kicking on. I was about to get up and make it come on. Now, I know what Molly wants, why she took off like she did. One, she wants to snuggle with me back in the bedroom. And two, little fur ball. Is that a different brand of milk? And, no, I haven't. Okay, and deter from goodbye. No, it's chocolate milk. I don't. No, I am not single. I am married. This is the left paw. I'm married. I'm happy to be married. I don't desire to not be married, or I also don't desire to be married to someone else. No. I am happy with my current situation. Thank you. Oh, I see the doodle boy. Kitty, kitty, kitty. What doing, Doodle? Jane, what are you doing? Come here, weird dog. Come here. Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm being trampled by a horse. Ouch! Oh, and as previously mentioned, the doom pile in the middle of the living room. It is a thing that happens in neurodivergent households. That's gotten away from us, and I need a body double to come hang out with me to help me get it organized. And a lot of people are, no, I am not owned by either one of you. Nobody owns me. I am in a happy partnership with the man that I live with. The crazy, weird, neurodivergent dude that successfully captured my heart. 2009-ish. Yeah, I don't have any biological children. And also no longer capable because I am well into menopause. Baby factory is closed. Oh, that's a good question. Is neurodivergent. Okay. There are several different, it's called neurotypes. There are several different kinds of neurotypes. One is neurotypical. That's what a large chunk of our society is. Another is autistic. Another is ADHD or ADD. Another is dyslexia. I wouldn't choose either one of you, friend, because again, not interested. But yeah, neurotypes. So neurodivergent is anything that is outside of what is considered typical. That is your ADHD, ADD, your dyslexic, your autistic, your OCD. I mean, even schizophrenics and that sort of, and other mental health issues that are brain chemistry related. Because it is literally a brain difference. So therefore, you've got brain that's neurological and different. Neurodivergent. It's anything that diverges from what is normal or considered normal. Typical is a better word. Because normal is a setting on your washing machine that doesn't actually exist. We don't use that word, buddy. That is retarded is an actual diagnosis. And if you have not been diagnosed as having a form of mental retardation, that word does not apply. And actually, among the more among the folks that need more assistance with daily life, that's considered an insult. So yeah, let's keep those words to a minimum and use them in correct context. I know it's become somewhat of a slang term, but no. Yeah, I know. But anymore with the it can be that being socially awkward or quiet can be signs that you are neurodivergent, because social awkwardness, that's the thing that a lot of ADHD people experience. It's a thing that a lot of autistic people experience. To a lesser degree, dyslexics, we experience that. And for the record, I am ADD, autistic, and dyslexic. So when I say we, in regards to those three conditions, and in this context, I am using condition to mean something about you that you cannot change. Having brown eyes is a condition. Having brown hair is a condition. Having peach color is a condition. Having, oh, my eczema ate my beauty mark again. Having beauty marks and moles, those are conditions. Those are part of you that, no, sorry, not gonna. There are parts of me that I cannot change. Yeah, I can have the mole surgically removed, but I was born with it. It's been there since I was born. So in this context, condition is something that you were born with. I was born autistic. Absolutely 100% born autistic. I was diagnosable at 6 months old if anybody had ever bothered to notice. And no one did. Yeah, I don't seem to have any of those conditions because I've learned to camouflage it. And also right now, I am not really doing anything that makes any of those things stand out. Except for the fact that I am experiencing aphasia because I'm tired. Aphasia is where you lose words. Like, I had a word that I was thinking of, and when I went to say it, it just wasn't there. That's aphasia. Like, last night, my husband and I, we went out to dinner. I could not think of the word potato because I wanted to ask for some shredded cheese to put on my potato. And the word potato, it just wasn't there for me to use. And that's aphasia as it applies to dyslexia. And this is a kitty as it applies to me. I got your tail. Molly puts up with my bullshit because I'm her mommy and I've been around. No. It's not that I turn them on or off. It's that I can choose to display them. No, I'm not bald. I've just got my hair pulled back. The hair exists. It does. Hello, Doodles. What did we... Oh, yes. The people want to see your butt. They do. They totally do. Thank you for showing them. Doodle. Hey. Don't knock my drink over. Don't be a turd. No, Central. I am in Kansas City, Missouri. A lot of it is this stupid light. Oh, dadgummit. I keep telling him to throw this thing out. Screw it. I keep telling him to take that and put it in the trash. But he also experiences executive function issues. I got the Molly tail. And if he doesn't do it right when he's thinking about it, it's not going to happen. My husband is also card-carrying Native American. Although that's a raptor claw, not a bear claw. He's also into paleontology. It's one of his things. These are all things that are related to the conditions that I experience. And whether or not you have them, it's not what conditions, what symptoms you show, what signs. No, he's not native enough. If he was over half Cherokee, he would get a stipend from the tribe, especially because he does have his CDIB card and his native citizenship card, his Cherokee citizenship card. I am the most popular human in the house. Oh wait, I'm the only human in the house right now. Yeah, that would probably be the source of my popularity. Uh-oh. I got Doodle's belly pouch. Oh, I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry. I made him lose his balance. Actually, a lot of cats have that belly pouch. It's called a primordial pouch. Hi, Froggy. And basically, it's just some extra skin on their belly that it makes it easier for them to manage jumps and things like that. It also, in the right conditions, helps to keep their little feeties warm if it's cold. Today it's not terrible. It's supposed to be rainy later this week. The thunderstorm quotient is high. It was very rainy over the weekend. No, it's it can be breed specific, but a lot of cats have it. A lot of people assume it's a sign that their cat is fat. No, not necessarily. It just is a matter of what genetics they have in their genetic grab bag. And my two, because Molly has the pouchy too, both got that in their genetic grab bag. I believe it's something that is specific to, don't quote me on this because I have not done the research on it. And I don't want to give misinformation, but I think it boiled hot dog. No, that ain't that. Mr. Wiener, no, ain't happening. Although next time, if you can try to stay on topic, that would be fabulous. But do have yourself a wonderful evening. And remember that you are enough exactly as you are, and that you are loved and important. At least I hope you're important to somebody besides us. I mean, you're important to us, but I hope you have people in your real life. All right, friend. As you wish. Points if you can identify that quote and where it came from. This is in the context of Whose Line. The points don't matter and there are no prizes, but you get points anyway. Why? Because I like dispensing points. Dang, we've been on here 2 hours. Yeah. But yes, as you wish, said the farm boy to the highborn girl. As you wish, said the human to the pretty little orange cat. Yeah. Molly's my baby. She's my baby that shouldn't have lived, but she did because she's a tough chick. Yeah. Oh, really? Fine, be that way. Go on. Goodbye. Adios to you. Here, I will adjust the controller so that you have your cat pillow. Yes, Molly thinks that my husband's video game controller makes a beautiful cat pillow. I mean, it's even got a great place for her to put her little feet so that she can have some place for her feet when she rests her head on it. Animals are a trip, I tell you. 100%. What? Excuse me, Molly. Let's have us a little interview here. Molly, should I get you the gushies? You want the tasty foods? Yeah? You want your canned food? Boink. Molly, do you want some canned food? Gushy food? Maybe fishies? Wait, I don't think I have fishies. I shouldn't offer that. Yeah. Hey, Doodles. Do you want some gushies? Oh, Molly does want gushies? Okay. We'll do that here in a minute. Hey, Doodles. Sir Kitty. You want some gushies? Well, come here. Come talk to me. Come on, let's have a conversation. Hey, hey, my pretty boy. Want some foods? Yeah, want some foods? Yes. Not boring kibbles. No, kibbles are boring. Hey, where are you going? Hey, I'm talking to you. Really? Cats, go figure. They're like teenagers. They're here for the food and, when they desire it, the affection. Do any of these things wrong and you'll get hissed at. Although, I'm going to do something very controversial later this evening. Oh, come here, Doodle. No, come here. I'm going to... let's have the toe. Trim to Pete's. I trimmed to Pete's. Because the claws are getting a little long. Oh, God. That's what happens when 17 pounds of cat steps on your chest. A lot of that. What? What? You want some tea? He's sniffing my finger, by the way. You want some? Figure out how to work a straw. Hey, if you figure out how to work a straw, you can totally have some. But yes, the most controversial thing I'm going to do tonight is trim a cat's feet. Yeah, don't like kitty. I have a question for folks. When trimming your cat's feet, do they have, are they more twitchy about having their back feet trimmed or their front feet? Doodles is not a fan of trimming the back feet, so we start with the back feet. He's okay with having his front feet trimmed. It's just the back feet that he gets very upset about. So we start with the problem area and then we move forward. But he's a good little man. Yes. Even though he's not so little. Okay. There's something going on with my camera over in the corner. Probably need to check its Wi-Fi connection. Okay, this ain't getting shit done. I have things I need to do before the spouse gets home. Ooh, it's 9 o'clock. Alright, I think I'm going to sign off here, people. I do love y'all, and I love hanging out with you. And I love sharing my knowledge and my pretty fuzzy things. Yeah. Ornery fuzzy things. And Adventure Time Escapee Dog. But I love y'all, and I love hanging out with you. And remember, you are important and you are enough. You are loved. Never let anybody convince you differently. And just go out and try to make somebody else's day better. Doesn't have to be big. Doesn't have to be showy. Doesn't have to be flashy. Go say hi to someone. Go compliment their shoes or their shirt or their hairstyle. Tell them that they're important. Tell them they're enough. Tell them the things I tell you. Because the worst thing in this world that somebody can feel is not important and not enough. And it may be the first time today, this week, or even in their whole life that anybody's told them they're enough. Hello, Molly. Molly knows she's enough. She's enough for one person as well. Well, actually, she's enough for a dozen people, I think. But yeah, you're important. We all have purpose in this world, and go out there and figure out what your purpose is. Because there's a reason you're here. There's a reason I'm here. There's a reason Doodles is here. Yeah. Doodles is here because he's special and important. And he's right here because he knows where to find the scratches. So, yeah, find your own scratches. Really? Yeah, go find your own scratches. Go share the love. Lift somebody up if you can. Just go spread the kindness, because this world needs more of that. This world needs more love, kindness, more of the positive stuff. Less of the stuff that tears us apart, pulls apart, drags us down. We need to lift each other up a little bit more. Be a little bit less mean. A little bit less unkind. So go be the change you want to see in this world. And I love you. Bye, folks.